Hello friends, today we are going to study about basic geometrical ideas. You have been using different shapes since the time when you were very young. You used to sit in a circle and play various games. Whenever you moved from one class to another class, you were expected to move in a straight line with your friends. Today we are going to study about what a point, line segment, ray is. We are going to study about different kinds of lines, about what an angle is, about a triangle, and about various terms related to a triangle. If I give you a particular dot, and name it capital A, what does this dot signify? Mind you, the dot is supposed to be very, very small. It should not be big. It should be very small. So this dot refers to a point, and this capital A is the name of the point. So a point is named with one capital alphabet. And what does it signify? The point signifies a location in space. This particular location has the name A. Now, if I give you 2 points A and B, if you have to travel from A to B, you may go in a curved path like this. You may take a zigzag path and reach B from A. You may even travel in a straight path. Now, what is this straight path called? This straight path is called a line, and a line continues infinitely in both the directions. So if you have 2 points A and B, from B you can keep on going towards A and forward, and from A you can go to B and also go forward infinitely. So this is your line AB, and it can be named like this. AB with a double-sided arrow on top of it signifies the line AB. A line can be named with 2 capital alphabets or even with 1 small alphabet. So we can call this line L also. If you have a fixed starting point and you can keep on going infinitely in the other direction, then what is this AB? All of you have seen the rays of the sun. The rays of the sun start from the sun and continue infinitely. So similarly, we have this line AB with a fixed starting point A, like the sun. This is the fixed starting point A, and AB continues infinitely from towards B. So we can name this AB with an arrow like this. This is the ray AB with the starting point A and continuing infinitely towards B. If you have been given one particular point O, how many lines can you draw passing through this particular point O? Can you draw only one line? Is it possible to draw another line passing through O? Yes, you can draw a line like this. Is any other line possible? Yes. So this way you can keep on drawing many lines passing through O. So if you have been given one fixed point, you can draw infinite number of lines passing through it. If you have been given 2 fixed points, how many lines can you draw passing through these 2 fixed points? Passing through these two fixed points, you can draw only one line. So this kind of line which has a fixed starting point and a fixed ending point is called the line segment. This is the line segment AB. It has the fixed starting point A and the fixed ending point B. So a line segment has two fixed endpoints, and the line segment is the shortest distance between two fixed points. If you have a line like this, how many points are there on this line? There are infinite number of points on this line. Okay, this kind of line which is drawn right from left to right, do you have any particular name for it? Yes, this kind of line which is drawn from left to right is called a horizontal line, and the line which can be drawn right from top to bottom is called a vertical line. A horizontal line left to right, vertical line top to bottom, and if a line is drawn like this, it's called a slanting line. Okay, now if you have two lines in a plane which never meet, which run like this at the same distance from each other, then such lines are called parallel lines. Lines which never meet, like the railway tracks. They are at the same distance from each other. These are called parallel lines. Okay, now is this a straight line? No, this is not a straight line. What is it? It's a curve. So if you have a figure like this, the boundary is curved. So such a figure is called a curvilinear figure. If I close this, this is a curvilinear figure with this entire region as its boundary. So it has a curvilinear boundary. And if you have a figure like this, all the edges are line segments. So this kind of figure has the entire boundary as line segments. This is called a linear figure with all linear boundaries. If I give you a point over here, this is inside the figure. So this is in the interior of the figure, interior of the curvilinear figure. This is on the figure, so it is on the boundary of the figure. And this point is in the exterior of the figure. It is outside the figure. Now let's study about an angle. What an angle is. If I give you a ray OA and we rotate this ray OA. If I rotate the ray OA and the ray comes here, how much has the ray traveled? How much measure has the ray traveled? This curve represents the rotation of the ray OA. So this is the angle made by the ray OA in rotating from OA to OB. This is called an angle. The distance between the two rays is this distance is called an angle. Now an angle, what is an angle? An angle is the point where two rays meet. If we have two rays, say OP and OQ, where are they meeting? They are meeting at this point O, and this point O is called the vertex of the angle, and these two are called the arms or sides of the angle. O is the vertex. What are the arms? OQ and OP are the arms of the angle. When we measure an angle, which unit do we use? When we measure an angle, we use the unit degree. So if I write over here 30 degree, the measure of the angle is 30 degree. Now how do we name an angle? Suppose I am talking about this angle, then I can name it with either one capital alphabet or with 3 capital alphabets. The symbol for angle is this. This is the angle O. I can write only O, or I can write POQ, or I can even write QOP. These are the 3 ways in which you can name an angle. Since there was only one angle at this vertex, you could have written only O. But if another angle was formed at the vertex O, if we have another angle like this, then you can't name this angle O, because at O 2 angles are formed. So this angle is POQ and this angle will be MOP. This angle is MOP. If I simply say angle O, at O actually 3 angles are formed. One is this first angle, second angle, and third angle is this entire thing. Now let's study about what a triangle is. A triangle is, what is the meaning of tri? Tri means 3. Triangle means 3 angles. So a triangle is a closed figure. If we have closed figure, we should also be having an open figure. So if you have anything like this, any figure like this, you can see the figure is open. Since the figure is open, this kind of figure is called an open figure. This kind of figure is called a closed figure. So this is a triangle. Let's name all the 3 corners. The corners of the triangle are called the vertices. What are the corners? At the corners, 2 line segments are meeting. So what are the vertices of this triangle? The corners are A, B, C. The vertices where 2 line segments meet are A, B and C. The parts of the triangle. What do we mean by parts of a triangle? Can anyone tell me? By parts of a triangle, we mean the sides of a triangle or the angles of a triangle. How many sides are there in this triangle, children? There are, yes, 3 sides over here. And how many angles are there? Which are the 3 sides? The sides over here are AB or BA, BC or CB, and AC or CA. Which are the 3 angles formed over here? Angle A, angle B and angle C. So let's learn more about naming the sides of a triangle. Now this is capital A. Opposite this is BC, which I can also call small a. This is capital B. The line segment or the side opposite capital B is AC. I can call it small b. This is the vertex C. The side opposite it is AB and I can call it small c. Now these are the points which are on the triangle. If I take a point somewhere over here and a point somewhere over here, then this point is inside the triangle, so it is in the interior of the figure. And this point is outside the triangle, so it is in the exterior of the figure. Point P is in the interior of the triangle and point Q is in the exterior of the triangle. What are the parts of the triangle? The parts of the triangle are the three sides and the three angles. So total there are 6 parts of the triangle. Now what is the meaning of interior angle and exterior angle? Interior angle is an angle which is formed inside. So angle A, angle B and angle C are inside. So they are interior angles. If I extend a side of the triangle, I am extending or producing BC towards D. I am extending or producing BC towards D. Then the angle formed outside the triangle at the vertex C will be the exterior angle. Why? Because it is outside the triangle. Now let us study about what median is. What do we mean by median of a triangle? Children, can you tell me where approximately will be the midpoint of BC? This is the line segment BC. The midpoint or the middle point will be somewhere over here. Now, how do we mark on the figure that this is the midpoint? We make tiny markings like this. These two very small line segments indicate that BM is equal to MC. Since BM equal to MC, we can say M is the midpoint of BC. Okay, which is the vertex opposite BC? The vertex opposite BC is A. So, opposite angle A, we have the side BC. Now, what is a median? A median is a line segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So, which is the median over here? The median is AM. Does a triangle have only one median? Can a triangle have more than one median? Okay, so I took M as the midpoint of BC and I drew a line segment from A to the midpoint of the opposite side. Can I do the same thing with the other sides? Yes, I can. So, if I take the vertex B, which is the side opposite angle B, which is the side opposite vertex B? The side opposite vertex B is AC. So, if I take M as the midpoint of AC, did you see how I marked? There are two tiny markings over here, two small line segments here. Same way, two small line segments here. What do they indicate? These two small line segments indicate that these two parts are equal. I could not take one. Why? Because one line segment means these two are equal. Same kind of marking. And here 2 means these two are equal. Again, same kind of marking. So N is what? N is the midpoint of AC. Any guesses? Which median can we draw over here? What is a median? A median is a line segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So, BN is the median corresponding to side AC or corresponding to vertex B. Which is the median corresponding to side BC? The median corresponding to side BC or vertex A is AM. Now, can you all draw on your own the median corresponding to vertex C? Which is the side opposite vertex C? AB. So, the median corresponding to vertex C is CP. The median corresponding to vertex C or corresponding to the side AB is CP. All of you can see the three medians are meeting at one single point. Now, what is this point where the three medians meet? What is this point called? The point where the medians meet is called centroid. The point where the medians meet is called centroid. All the three medians will be concurrent. Meaning of concurrent is they will meet at the same single point. So the three medians CP, BN and AM are meeting at one single point O, and O is the centroid of this triangle. Now let's talk about altitude or height. What do we mean by altitude or height of a triangle? It is a 90-degree line. What is a perpendicular? A perpendicular is a 90-degree, two lines are said to be perpendicular if they are at an angle of 90 degrees to each other. Two lines which form an L shape. Two lines which together form an L shape. They form an angle of 90 degrees with each other are called perpendicular lines. So, what is an altitude or a height of a triangle ABC? Altitude or height of a triangle is a perpendicular drawn from a vertex to the opposite side. So, I am taking the vertex A. Which is the opposite side? The opposite side is BC. So, from A, I am drawing a 90-degree line towards BC. So, AM is the altitude or height corresponding to BC. Can I also have an altitude for any other side? Is it possible? Yes. The way I have drawn an altitude corresponding to BC or vertex A, I can draw an altitude or height corresponding to AC or corresponding to vertex B. So it will be something like this, forming an angle of 90 degrees with AC. Same way I can draw an altitude or height for AB or for C. I might call them BN, AM and CP. Now, where are these three altitudes meeting? These three altitudes are all meeting at one common point. The three altitudes are concurrent. They have a common meeting point. And is there a specific name for this common meeting point? Yes. The specific name for the common meeting point of altitudes of a triangle is orthocenter. So O is the orthocenter of the triangle. It is the point where the three altitudes meet. I hope you understood this. Today what did we do? Today we studied about plane figures. Today we studied about a point, a line segment, a triangle, everything which can be drawn on a flat surface. So a flat surface like a tabletop is a plane figure. It is not it does not have three dimensions. It has only two dimensions, length and breadth. A plane figure will have only two dimensions, length and breadth. It will be flat like the top of a table. Now what is a plane? A plane is like a rectangle. A plane is like the top of a table which can be extended infinitely. A plane is a flat surface which extends infinitely in all directions. So today we have studied about different kinds of lines, about an angle and about triangles. I hope you have understood whatever we have done today. So goodbye for today. Let's meet again for the second part of the chapter. Bye children.